All right. OBS died. OBS totally died on me. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, I got some luchador stuff from the night before. Again, I'm not keeping these lives up, so it doesn't matter. I'll just restart it. I should have used the restroom. That's what I should have did. I think I'm gonna do that. Actually, let's do emergency broadcast. Emergency broadcast. Everyone use the restroom. All right. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. I can stream for another 4 hours. We're good now. We're good. Um. All right. Well, hopefully OBS doesn't crash again. I tried to. You know what's annoying is like if you lose connection with the stream, YouTube gives you a chance to like reconnect, but it only gives you like a minute. Like give me 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Give me 5 minutes because OBS would not close. It crashed. It gave me an error and then it wouldn't close. So I couldn't reopen it because it wouldn't close. And it took me more than a minute to close it. How was the bathroom? It was pretty good. It's pretty good. There's ants in there. The ants are back. I've been battling ants. Not happy. Um. So yeah, these are all. This is just the graveyard of clips back here, right? Just random clips. So if I need something, if I need some B-roll, this is a place I can go check. You know, way back at the end of the timeline. But otherwise, yeah. So like I left off, we went through the history. We got out of the history with some B-roll to set the vibes of being back at the ballpark. I'll probably use a drone shot also. Actually, here, let's find one. A drone shot is always good to kind of reset, recalibrate, right? Um, um, find like an overview shot. Maybe something like that. Just like a further away shot. And see, look, here's a tip for anyone that uses drones. At first, I'm like setting it up, right? And I do all my drone shots manual. So you need soft little finessey little thumbs, okay? So at first, when I first start recording, as you can see, I'm kind of lining it up. Watch. So boom, I move the camera a little, then I start going. You want to cut out all that junk, okay? Cut out all that junk so that it just starts smooth. Boom, it's already moving. It's already on the move. I only need about that, so chop that. Take that little clip. And again, I know other professional editors probably have way better ways to do this. But, you know, I'm not a professional editor. I'm just some dude that started editing wrestling clips that he recorded on VHS when he was like 12. So yeah, I got this little drone shot. That'll be good to come out of the history with. So boom, and then drone shot. And some of the B-roll, you know, to get us back. What's up, Esther? How you doing? What's up, Vince? That's right, FJF. I I guess since it crashed, the stream crashed, I lost everyone, huh? That's fine, you know. Hey, that's cool. Oh, dang, my whole YouTube thing crashed. Is it not working? Cutting and culling all the clips is the most time consuming part. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Um, all right. So, dang, I got this one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this kind of video can be really hard for me to edit. First of all, because it's 2 different days. There's so much I wanna. There's like a story I want to tell, but you know, it's random clips. So I got all these clips right here. These are all just people, fans dancing. So I think these will be good for sort of a crescendo. You know what I mean? A little crescendo. I don't know what I'm saying here. These fans, I will take all these clips of fans, and that'll probably be like my little crescendo into the last part of the video, which will be on the field. So this might be, I might use these without the audio, with just some music over it and chop them down. And then get to the shots on the field, which is right here. Oh, and I got everyone lining up. Shout out this guy. I can't remember your name. It's on Instagram. This guy came up to me and said, "What's up?" So, what's up, man? I appreciate you. Yeah, we got to go on the field there. So this will be like the last part of the video. Was, you know, signing stuff for fans, and then running the bases. And I don't know why, but when I did the running the bases part, my Osmo was all zoomed in, and I couldn't get it unzoomed because it wasn't saying it was zoomed in. So I really don't know what happened. But look, it's all close to my face, and usually the Osmo is wide. So that kind of ruined this part. So I'm gonna have to chop it down. I run the bases, and then here's the part I was talking about. Everyone's taking pictures, so we take our time. See those two guys? They're ahead of me. Look, I let them run, right? I let them run. I give them space. I let them do their video. Okay? And then I run, right? My buddy Pine right there, he does it. Then I come in, stomp, and then this guy, look, as I stomp, he stomps right there too. And I was filming it on my my phone also. And of course this is zoomed in, so it's kind of messed up. But that's the dude. It's like, bro, you couldn't wait a few seconds and let me just get my shot of stomping on the. It's fine though, dude. You know, whatever, whatever, bro. I'm just living my life, dude. I'm just living my life. I'm just trying to get by, dude. I'm just trying to get by, while my neighbors bang on the thing. It's fine. You know. F all the billionaires. I agree, Ruben. It sent more notifications. Good. Eat the rich. Eat the rich. What up? How do you say it? KX Racer? So yeah, man. These clips on the field will be the end of the video. You know, in the dugout. I did do a clone gag. You guys will have to see it. It worked out. It was really hard to film, and then this dude came and just sat down next to me. I was like, "Hey, you're just gonna have to be in this." So yeah, I can actually show you. So, this was actually more difficult than it looks because the people in the background, they were moving around a lot, and also I didn't have a tripod, so my camera was just resting on my bag, which you know, it's a plastic clear bag. So over time it just microscopically like flattens and moves, so the shot isn't 100% lined up, right? So I had to fix that, and then also because everyone in the background was moving, I had to rotoscope myself out, and then I did that last night, and I re-rendered it together, so now it's complete. Um, but I will actually show you guys. I have it somewhere. I want you guys to actually see. Like Ruben said, I'm showing you how the sausage is made, right? So this is actually, let me see if I can show you this. Wait, where's... Okay, so these are all the clips layered on top of each other. Right here. The top one that's like magenta is the rotoscoped clip. So here, I'll show you what that looks like. So that's the rotoscope clip. So I cut myself out, basically. And the reason I had to do that is because, here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. First of all, I had to rearrange this top clip to match the other one because, like I said, the camera slowly shifted and made it off. So it's still a tiny bit off, but it's not off enough for anyone to notice. You know what I mean? Like I could tweak this forever, but it's just not worth it. So this is the mask. If you can see it, there's a line. But the problem with this mask, which keeps all the people at the other end, it keeps them all in one place. So there's not like two of them. Because if I chopped it down, first I chopped it down at the pole. There was multiple of these people because they were moving around. So to do it like this, I move and I go outside the mask a little bit. Actually, way less than I thought. I could actually gotten away with this without rotoscoping. I just realized. But my hand goes through the mask and disappears. So I just rotoscope myself out. So if you look right here, let me see. Let me get a good shot. Right there. Okay. If I do this, where's the... Okay. So if you look right here, my hand has disappeared behind the mask, right? So if I put my rotoscoped version over it, then I come back. So literally just a tiny little detail to put myself back in there. And some of the clone gags, they're not this involved. It's just the fact that the camera shifted. It was a tough place to film because people kept walking in and out. So like I said, I just ended up doing it with the dude next to me. But it actually worked out because what my buddy said too is he like reacts because he doesn't know what I'm doing. So it's so funny when I'm filming these it's so funny when I'm filming these clone gags because people are like, who are you talking to? Right? So I'm like arguing with nobody. There's nobody standing there. So he just looks at me like I'm crazy and just like, huh? But the good thing is that's kind of, it's almost like he's reacting to what we're saying, which was funny. So yeah. And this is the only clone gag I did for this episode just because it was 103 degrees and I just, I couldn't be bothered. I'll be honest with you. Wait, that wasn't you wearing Skechers, was it now? No, it wasn't. I was the other one. I was the other Jamoke. So yeah, this these clips of, I'm definitely going to do some emotional music, with the kids playing catch on the field. I was waiting for this kid to make a catch, but he didn't. So I'm going to have to just like use a regular clip of him. And I'm assuming maybe his brother or whatever was making the catches. So cut that out, right? So this is all just garbage footage, just waiting for something to happen so I can cut that out. I think this is a decent clip right here of kid throwing. Yeah, it's a cool clip. So basically I watch it until I move the camera. Then once I move the camera, I go back to right before I move the camera and I split it there. And then after, oh, another clip. I can delete all the garbage in between when I'm moving the camera. He has the cool shirt. Cool jersey. And this would be a cool clip because of the jersey, but he's like looking at his fingernails, you know. I don't try not to put clips like that in. I want people to look cool and ready in my videos, you know. I wouldn't do someone like that, you know. I wouldn't want to put me looking all crazy in the video. So, yeah. This I was trying to show off my candlestick shirt, which I made. So, basically I was like, you know what? Let me wear this. I was going to wear my Oakland Coliseum shirt, but I couldn't find it. I was like, let me just wear the candlestick one then. So if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't seen the Discord or anything or whatever, I'm making these shirts, but I'm trying to like have money to manufacture them the way I want to manufacture them. I want them to be quality. I want them to be exactly how I want. Custom tags and everything. I'm not just trying to like just do regular printed shirts. These are supposed to be more of like a fashion piece, I guess you could call it. So I've been sitting on it for a long time, just trying to figure it out. But I figured, you know what, if I put it in the video, it'll force me to kind of like make it happen. So that's why I was like, you know what, let me just wear this and make it happen. Yeah. And this, right, when I get up in between before I do the other part with the shirt, this is all garbage footage, right? So I can just delete all that. It's all done. Someone I care about, and someone that cares about me despite what they said, tried to urge me to quit my channel yesterday. I don't know how to feel about it. For various reasons that I can't get into on here, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Candlestick and the collie designs would look beautiful on a black oversized hoodie. You're right. Guess what? I also have an Arco Arena design, and I'm working on a Jack Murphy Stadium design. So I'm gonna do like a whole bunch of stadiums in the same style. And I'm gonna find the guy's name. There's a guy who did a graphic, basically like a concert or show flyer that was in this style, and that's where I kind of got some of it from. So I'm definitely gonna shout them out, because even though like they weren't the originators of it, it's like an old punk flyer style kind of thing, old show flyer style. They just did a version of it for this concert. It was like a little show in San Francisco, and they did these flyers. I just really, really liked it. So that's kind of where I got the design basics from. So I'm definitely going to shout these people out. I just got to remember their name, but I saved it somewhere. But yeah, someone told me I should quit my channel yesterday. They're saying I get too emotional about it, which I do. And they were saying I care too much about outside validation from other people, and I need more internal validation. And I disagree, because for me it's not about validation. It's about, I work so hard and I just want my channel to do well so that I can do more. Like my dream is just to do my channel full time. I don't need to get rich and famous. I just wish my channel was big enough just to pay my bills. And it helps, I make money here and there, but like not enough to pay my bills. And it's hard to replace my job. I got a good job, I get paid well. So it's hard to replace that. But yeah, it's like it's not the validation that I need people to pat me on the back. It's just I just want my videos to do well so I can do more and work more and like, because I got so many ideas I want to do, so many videos I want to do. I'm constantly talking about, oh yeah, I got to do a video there someday. And then it feels like someday never comes because I have to work full time and whatnot, That's why we got to eat the rich, dude. Please don't drop out of the race. All right, I won't. I'm going to send my lawyers to talk to them. But look, man, it's hard. It is hard. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I put everything into this. And, sometimes I drop a video and it gets 100 views. And it's like, all right, that hurt. That hurt. And I understand a lot of the reasons why, with social media and all that, the way it is nowadays, they want you to have a niche. They want you to have that's what the algorithm will benefit you if you have a niche. And I guess I just hoped that I could outwork the algorithm and out quality the algorithm. But since I've started this channel, it's actually gotten worse because the algorithm is more like, it's just predatory. The algorithms are just like, remember the Facebook feed used to be like fun to scroll, and now it's just garbage. You don't see anything from your friends. It's just all people trying to like sell you something. So yeah, it's it's hard. But I love doing the videos I do. That's the problem. Like I think like maybe if I just did nothing but sports videos and put more out, then maybe that would be successful. But like the history videos are like, that's my favorite videos to do, but then it's like, okay, then I could just do history videos because there's big history channels out there. But it's like, yeah, but I love sports and like these historical moments and even these little stories, the Modesto Nuts, like there's so many people who've never even heard of that team. But I think it's important and I think it's cool just to like, highlight that and document this moment where another community is losing their team. So it's like, I don't want to just do one. My brain is all over the place, man. You see this place. Come on. You see how my shelf is and all the random stuff I always show on the streams. My brain doesn't work that way. I don't want to focus on one thing. It's called variety. What do you want? It's called the Something or Other Tour. What do you want? Talk to my lawyers. You know what I mean? Talk to my lawyers. I don't know. I'm just yapping. I apologize. Should I channel my inner Beavis and Butthead on the Modesto Nuts? Yes. Yes, you should. But yeah, hopefully I can do these shirts soon. And I do want to work on them local. The people, there's people around like Suey Prince. Like I would love to work local. It just needs to make sense, obviously. I can't continue to lose money on all my projects. You know what I mean? I can't continue to do that. I have to make money at some point. But yeah, man. I don't know. Like I could, I don't know. I told you guys I just need someone to help me do short form. That's all I need, man. I just need someone to help me take these videos. Take these videos. There's Adriana again. Her last sad moments. She was sad. She's worked with the Nuts for a while now. She was doing their social media. God, the Modesto M hat is so good. That's one thing I hate is like about this is seeing so many cool things going away, you know? Like the name is funny. The jerseys are fun. Like this guy also came up, said what's up. So I was like, "Oh, you want to be in the video?" He said, "Sure." He had an old school Modesto jersey, super cool. 100 years patch. You got the Modesto A's hat to go with it. Yeah, man. He was cool. He was cool. And if he ever sees this, I appreciate you. Appreciate you saying something. And I said it in this video. I don't think I'll leave it in. I was just yapping when I was on the field. But when people come up to me and say they've seen my videos, even if they just say they've seen them, they don't even say anything if they liked them or not. Just saying that, like, it really makes my day, man. Like, it's everything to me. Which I guess that's some of that outside validation, you know. But this person also has seen me at some of these things and has seen me get recognized and interact with people. And this person even took candid photos of me interacting with people who watch the channel, which was cool. And so maybe that's where some of the thoughts are, like, oh, you just care about, like, you just want people that you don't even know to, like, pat you on the back. But it's not that, you know. Obviously that's great because it means that I did something worthwhile, you know. That's why it matters to me. But yeah, I think that's bottom of the ninth. Okay, so these are some of the last thoughts. Oh, this was funny too. Oh, I don't want to expose this guy. Dang, I don't want to expose this guy, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put him on there because that's messed up. I feel like it's messed up, dude. Like I always see on TikTok and stuff, people will like have a big personal fight, an issue, like say someone cheats on someone or like a friend backstabs someone or whatever, and then they put the video out online, like not censored or anything. I'm just like, isn't that kind of messed up, man? Like you just had a personal issue with someone and you just put them on blast. Like even if they're wrong, even if the other person did something wrong to you, it's still a personal issue. Like I don't think it's right to just expose people like that. I don't know. But then again, I think I exposed someone on a live stream who pissed me off. I don't remember. No, I didn't. No, did I? I don't know. But like, obviously, if someone commits like a horrific crime or injures, hurts a child or does something bad to a child, that's different. I'm just talking about like some of these videos. They'll be like teenagers. They'll be like in high school or in college, and they expose each other for cheating. It's like, yeah, you guys are young. That's what young people do. And you're going to put this video up so that this person is just going to have this video haunt them forever. Like, yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up to cheat on someone, but like, I feel like it's also messed up to just like put something publicly online for someone to always see. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What up, how do you say it? Chaching vlogs? How do you say that, man? Can you please help me out? But what up? Yeah, butthead. It's okay to expose someone like EDP considering, yeah, if you're trying to do something about a child or something, sure, but like, you know, if you just have a disagreement, like I see videos like it'll be like, oh, my roommate is rude to me, and they're like showing this video of a roommate being upset, and it's like, dang, you've never been upset, like you've never acted out of your character because you were upset. you know, and it's like you're just gonna put them on blast forever because you guys had a disagreement. That's just weird to me. Like, we all make mistakes, so I think it's wrong to just broadcast them. Again, not if you're like doing something to a child or something like that. Obviously, that's different. But I don't know. But anyways, my point was this dude was standing on the pitcher's mound for like a long time, and he was just like he was waiting for the call. You know what I mean? Like he was waiting for the catcher to put down a sign. And I'm just like standing there, and I'm like looking. I'm like, because I thought he was with someone, and I was like looking. Is like, is that person like taking a picture of him from somewhere? And there was like nothing. He's just there waiting for the catcher to put down a sign. And I'm just standing there like, all right. And finally he does his wind up in his throw. But I was like, what was this dude waiting for? It was literally like 45 seconds. And if you're like waiting for something, just think how long 45 seconds is to just stand there awkwardly. What up, Mark? It's almost Sunday. I feel like Pettit should face the wall if you might catch him. Not go easy on that stuff. Yeah, I get it. I will say though, like the predator hunters or whatever on YouTube, I think they're terrible people too. Like obviously, the abusers or potential abusers that they're catching deserve, you know, to be held accountable. But I feel like these people are such just clout chasing, exploiting a terrible, horrific thing for their own gain. And I just think it's gross. And a lot of times they mess up the actual investigations. And I know some of them do work with law enforcement, like fine. But like this, like the weird, like the way they'll talk to these, obviously the person, the either abuser or potential abuser is a terrible person. But when they just sit there and grill them and like, it's just gross because it's like you're just doing this to try to get views and make money. Like, I guess a net positive is a net positive, but I don't know. Exploitation is just gross to me. And it's like you're exploiting children being harmed in some way or someone wanting to harm children. It's like I'd just rather there be like, I mean, I'm weird about police. I don't know about police, but like organizations should do this that actually have like real trained people and psychologists and whatnot, not just some jamoke that got a little Osmo Pocket that wants to go to a park and just like trash talk this oftentimes clearly mentally ill dude to try to make money. It's just, I don't know, the whole thing's gross to me. Cause like it already starts gross, right? Cause the crimes are already gross. And then on top of that, you got to deal with this person just trying to like get clicks. No, it's gross. The same thoughts about the Predator Hunters. This is why I only watch anything Chris Hansen related. Yeah, at least like Chris Hansen, he did it professional. He wasn't just trash talking or like bullying or like, you know what I mean? It's just like weird. It's like they get off on it. And that to me is just immature in itself. I don't know. I think all those channels are exploitative and terrible. Like at least, yeah, Chris Hansen, he works with law enforcement. He keeps it professional. It's like some of these guys, like they really get off on it, and it's just like, like you're gross too. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys how I edit. Check in. I know it's kind of late, so I'm not gonna stay on here too long. I barely slept last night, so I should probably be going to sleep soon. But I do want to keep making progress on this video, so I don't know. But I gotta clean too. My place is a mess. Answer back. I mean, come on, you know. The ants just keep coming. There's nothing to find. There's nothing to find. I clean it all up. I vacuum obsessively because I'm so paranoid about ants now. Because, like, for some reason, the ants are on my living room floor, on the carpet, and they keep coming. I vacuumed up about 50 ants in the past 24 hours. And they just show up. I don't even know where they're coming from because it's only one or two at a time. And there's nothing to find. I vacuumed so much. All the crumbs are gone. What do you... It's so annoying, dude. So I'm going ham tonight. I have a whole box of outdoor ant traps, and I'm going to put them all around my building. And I'm waiting till late at night so that I don't get in trouble in case like management's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that. Leave that to us." Hit the road, dude. Hit the road. I'm doing it. There's nothing you can say. Talk to my lawyers. You know? Oh, this part was funny too. This is not exposing. This is just a funny thing. But right when I went to do my little filming on the mound, right? A whole family of Dodgers fans show up. And they start grabbing dirt right behind me. So I was like, oh man, I don't want Dodgers fans in my video. And I pointed at the camera. And I was just like, nah, I'm just joking. Did that guy get upset? He's like, okay, no. All right, I need to calm down, dude. I was like, hold on. I'm gonna look for this guy. I need to chill, dude. I need to chill. Anyways, what are you guys up to? Tell me what's going on, and then we can go to sleep. We can go night night. You know. We don't like cops around here. That's something law enforcement should have. Every resource imaginable. Agreed. Yep, still does the stings to this day on his new show named Takedown. Oh, he still does it? Or just evil? Really? Maybe, I wonder if on To Catch a Predator they had like more standards, or like, oh, we can't show the like horrific ones, you know? Because I forgot what channel it was on, but maybe now it's more uncensored. That's kind of messed up. Like, that's scary to think about. They're crawling out of the woodwork. Dude, we need to put so much more money into like studying the brain so that we could fix that. You know what I mean? Like, give them a little, you know, you get a vaccine. We'll have a vaccine for being I don't even want to say it on the stream, but you know what I mean. We need something, man. We need to study the brain more so children stop being hurt, you know? How do we get on this topic? Oh, is it because... Oh, I know, because I didn't want to expose that guy. Yeah. This is Sunday night live stream. How's the final Modesto Nuts game? Heard it was hot out there. Dude, it was so hot. It was so hot. I'm really censored. Yeah. The guy in the old school Modesto jersey is Val. Yeah, I know I've seen him before. I've seen him somewhere. Was he an A's fan too? Or like an Oakland A's fan? Because I feel like I met him before too. I meant to ask him and then I forgot to ask him. There's another guy I talked to, Froy. Shout out Froy if you're out there. He came up and talked to me and stuff, and I was like thinking, man, I swear I met this guy before, and I didn't want to be weird because I was like, oh, maybe he just reminds me of someone I know or something. But then he was like, oh, I talked to you at a Valkyries game, or I said what's up to you at a Valkyries game. I was like, oh, okay, I know. I was like, dude, I knew I talked to you before. I think he was an A's fan, but don't remember for sure. I feel like I saw him at an A's game last year. Modesto Nuts are making the playoffs, so there's going to be more games in Modesto. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. That's a real good question. I wonder. That's my issue with the Buffalo Bills. If you guys have heard, I've been trying to, decide which Buffalo Bills game to go to this year. And I want to go to the final regular season game because it's going to be a whole like event for saying farewell to the stadium. But then like, what if they get home field advantage in the playoffs and then there's more games there? And then I'm like, dang, I didn't go to the actual last game. I still went to the celebration, but I didn't go to the actual last game. Doesn't matter. I don't know. I just like to say I was at the actual last game. You know what I mean? Like, I was last game at Candlestick, last game at the Oakland Coliseum for the Raiders and A's, last Modesto Nuts game, maybe, unless they do a playoff game. I was at the second to last Warriors game in Oracle Arena. That still bums me out. That bums me out. One game away from the last one. I'm still hoping the Valkyries get a game at Oracle Arena, Oakland Arena. But we'll see. I'm mad the stream crashed. I'm real mad the stream crashed, dude. I'm not cool with that. Aaron Miles, 100 wins as the Oakland Ballers manager. Dude, you guys see The Rock all skinny? Someone just said my weight loss is noticeable too, so I'm glad to hear that. I've lost almost 30 pounds this year. I don't know if you guys saw some of the earlier videos this year, but your boy was he was putting it on, dude. He was putting it on. Luckily I filmed a lot of stuff when it was cold so I could wear hoodies. But yeah, I'm down like almost 30 pounds, getting close to 30 pounds this year. And I want to do another like 15. I'm trying to slim up, dude. I'm trying to slim up. I still got a little bit of a gut that needs to go away. It's been a very long time since I've been real slim, like 6-pack slim. It's been like 20 years, 15 years at least. So I'm going to try. Actually, no. It's been 10 years. 2015, I got in really good shape. Yeah. WNBA best of 7 or best of 5? I think best of 5 in the first round at least. I could be wrong though. They shouldn't tear down Ralph Wilson. Yeah, they shouldn't, but they will. Heartbreaking to be leaving Modesto. Great people out there. I agree, Connor, for sure. I should be at the last. I'm trying to go to the last Nuts game in San Jose on Sunday. But if they're going to the playoffs, maybe not. I still want to go though. I still want to go. Congrats on the weight loss. What did you do that helped the most? Like I was doing what's it called? Huel. Huel shakes, like what's it called? Meal replacement shakes. See, I'm tired. Meal replacement shakes is how I got going. Did semaglutides. I might do peptides. And now I'm not gonna do it, but you know what I want to do? I want to do testosterone as I'm getting older. I think I'm fine. I think my levels are fine, but like, I don't know. But maybe I don't. And you know what? I don't. I don't need to do that. I just listen to too many of these podcasters who do it, and they're convincing me I need it. And no, I don't. I don't need to do it. But yeah, if you do like a lot of vitamins, a lot of supplements, I've been doing a lot of fruit. And then the Huel meal replacement is very helpful. I don't know if I talked about it, but like 3 years ago, I was trying Factor, and it was like so difficult. It was so difficult because all the meals started tasting the same, and I really thought Factor would be the way I do it, it was I couldn't do it. So a lot of intermittent fasting. I only eat once a day. But sometimes, so at work, luckily, we'll have some fruit that I can steal. So I'll go grab some fruit. Usually like a banana and a plum is my go-to. And then that gets me through the shift. And then after my shift, I'll have a regular meal. And before I was doing Huel, so I was doing the shakes, meal replacement shakes. And I would do like one shake to start the day and then just have like a regular meal in the evening. The good thing is though, like I'm never hungry in the morning. Like I can go to sleep starving and wake up in the morning and I'm not hungry for a while. I've always been like that my whole life. So I always like breakfast foods, but I like them later in the day. Says the Modesto Nuts are not making the playoffs. They were eliminated from the playoffs. Okay. It's gain season all year, never lose weight. Oh man. Basically said the fact that I look like a Wisconsin resident. Dude, I have these hips that won't go away. He's a Bay Area guy. He works in my Home Depot. He's not some tech guy. Modesto didn't win the first half in the Northern League, and they're third place right now in the North League with only 5 games left. Don't think they will make the playoffs. Okay. You know what's funny? Me and my brother always talk about this. Me and my brother's like genetics are complete opposite. So when he gains weight, it first goes to his face. So like his face gets big, but his body like stays like proportionate. Me, it's the opposite. My face is the last thing to go. So right now, I still have a spare tire around my waist and a gut that I cannot get to go away, but my face slimmed down. But that's why, in like at the beginning of the year is when I was like, all right, I need to pump the brakes, because my face started showing, and I was like, oh, my face is getting big and round. So now I need to like slam on the brakes. And it's way harder. I used to be able to just like go crazy on a diet. Like I said, 10 years ago in 2015, I got in really good shape. I was on a crazy cut. Like I was going to the gym after work like at least 4 nights a week, sometimes more. And it was easy, but now as I'm older, it's like, man, it's so much harder. So much harder. That's why you need the help, you need the supplements and all that. But yeah, I can't get the spare tire to go away. So if I lose another 10 to 15 pounds, I don't know if by the end of the year is realistic. It's already August, maybe. Yeah, it's probably realistic because I've been eating one meal a day. But the chili cheese burrito's coming back. And your boy went to go check on it today, but it doesn't drop until the 9th. But the chili cheese burrito's back at Taco Bell. I don't know if my weight loss journey is going to continue the way it has been. Fries are definitely more fluffy. I've never been to Wisconsin. My uncle is from there, though. I've always wanted to go. Oh, yeah, it's September now. Yeah, and I don't know. With the chili cheese burrito coming back, and it's already September, another 15 pounds is going to be hard. And the more weight you lose, like the harder. It like slows down, Because when you're bigger, there's a lot more to burn off. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm feeling pretty good about it. But I can't wait to just hit my goal weight so I can go back to just like eating closer to normal. Taco Bell is very dangerous. Very dangerous. And if with the chili cheese burrito coming back, I'm going to be posting about it in the Discord. So if you guys aren't in the Discord, we're going to be discussing the chili cheese burrito quite a lot for the rest of the year. Oh, and a lot of water. Oh, you know what? All right. You guys know, hope maybe, if you watch the Sunday night live streams, I was big on the sugar-free sodas. And I was so thankful because I'm a soda guy. And it's one of the hardest things for me to cut out. I'm a big time soda guy. I love soda, all sodas, every single soda. So now that the sugar-free sodas finally start tasting good, they finally start, I had the wild cherry and cream Pepsi. I showed a bunch on the live stream where I was like, oh, this one's really good. This one's really good. For some reason, I just started hating them. And they just make me feel gross. Like, they give me like heartburn, like instantly when I drink it. I don't know if it's just the two I have. I have the 7 Up zero sugar, like tropical citrus or whatever. I showed it on the live stream a while back. I've had like another case of each of those just sitting in my pantry because they just make me feel sick. Just thinking about it makes me feel gross. So that sucks. Because then I started having some more soda, which I need to cut out. But I've been pretty good. I've been drinking water more than anything. Slip ups here and there, but yeah. And then I used to drink a Monster every day or like a Rockstar. So I had one energy drink every day. Lately I haven't been having that. I've been having coffee. So yeah, that's been helping too. Definitely just cutting out sugar in general has been helping. Gaining weight is better for the soul. Dude, I see all your meals you cook up, and I am jealous sometimes. It looks good. Any tips for my first time playing fantasy football? You know what? The same person who told me I should quit my channel yesterday also had me help with their fantasy draft a few days ago. And dude, I don't know anything about fantasy football. I don't play it. Honestly, I don't like it. I'm against it for the most part. Like it's like to each his own. Like everyone do your thing, have fun. I'm personally against it because I feel like it makes fans stupider and more irrational. And nothing grinds my gears more than when like you're talking about games. Like, let's say we're Monday morning quarterbacking, right? Monday morning managing. And when someone brings up their fantasy team, I'm like, dude, it's not real, dude. It's not real. I don't care. It's like, yeah, I had so-and-so on my fantasy team. Don't care. Talk to my lawyers, dude. I don't care. So I do not have tips for you. I would probably suck at it. Beer is good for you. Been in Chicago, but not Milwaukee. I want to go to Milwaukee so bad. Cutting soda and beer is the biggest thing to cut out. Yeah, I don't drink, so beer's not a problem for me, but man, soda, I love soda, dude. I love soda. Every kind of soda. Sometimes a new soda will come out and be like, oh, this sucks. I'm like, no, it's great. They're all great, dude. They're all wonderful. Every single one, it's wonderful. Probably you focusing more on Oregon than the Seahawks. Really? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep editing this for a little while, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed my little breakdown. One more time, we'll see Ruben and Pops playing catch. Me, trying to rob a home run. Where are they at? Oh, here it is. Ruben and Pops. John Thurman Field playing a little catch. How can you not be romantic about baseball, folks? How can you not be romantic about baseball? So hopefully this video, I was hoping to have it out by Thursday, but there's still so much work to do. And I didn't sleep last night, so I'm not staying up late tonight like I normally do. I usually stay up to like 3 or 4 in the morning. Probably not tonight. Might watch an episode of Andor and lay it down. I finished the Cowboys documentary. It's a fun watch. Huge fan of Coke Zero. I like Coke Zero. Um, I just I don't like any of them as much as the regular stuff, and that's what sucks. But Coke Zero I can do. I need to start choosing it more since I've been backsliding lately. Um, but yeah, I don't know. For some reason, these zero sugar sodas all of a sudden just started giving me heartburn. And it's like instant. It's like one sip, and I'm just like, whoa. And that sucked because I was really into it. Run through a wall for Dan Lanning. Had auto draft on and got both Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Dude, that sucks because I don't want either of them to succeed. Because like that's gonna both of them. If both of them succeed, uh, you know, I don't know. I saw that CBS projected the 49ers as Super Bowl favorite. I didn't like to hear that. I like to be the underdog. I just feel like we have too many question marks in our, starting jobs to be that confident. I'm pretty confident in the guys that have established themselves, but there's too many people who haven't established themselves. And yes, they have a ton of potential and they look good, but they're not proven. And I wish I could have a chili cheese burrito right now so bad. I just want a chili cheese burrito, dude. I don't ask for much, I had Angry Chicks in Modesto. I was gonna get something more Modesto coated, but for some reason, Angry Chicks was calling my name. Well, not some reason. It's because I'm obsessed with Nashville hot chicken sandwiches. So I got Angry Chicks, and I got the mac and cheese bowl. Like mac and cheese bowl with 2 tenders in it. Oh. Fortunately, the Chiefs still exist. True. That is unfortunate. I agree with that. What do you think the Niners record will be? I'm thinking 9 or 8 or 10-7. Man, I hope it's better than that. I mean, I don't know. I can't give a guess, especially because I've barely been paying attention. Like, I haven't been watching sports at all. I don't know what's going on. But I mean, I want at least 12. Can we at least go on a nice little, I don't know, dude. I need a Super Bowl win so bad. Like to me, I feel like at my age, so I got to see multiple Super Bowl wins as a kid. The 94 Super Bowl in January 95, January 29th, 1995. I watched that whole season. I was super into it. Went to the Super Bowl parade. Saw Dion, did all that. I just want one as an adult. Just one. I don't need to be greedy. Don't need a Patriots run. I mean, I would love that, but I just need one as an adult. And I will shut up. Especially because we've gotten so close so many times. It just seems like yesterday it was like, oh, we're undefeated in the Super Bowl. Like, that was a big talking point. And then we lost 3 of them. Oh my God, How is Kermit the Frog next greatest QB? Which comes first, Niners Super Bowl or Sharks Stanley Cup? Well, I don't know if the Sharks are ready, but I do believe in the Sharks. I think the future is teal. So I would like the Niners to get one this year, and then the Sharks can get one next year. And the Warriors got to get another one too before Steph's gone. And then Giants too, man. Look, they're finally playing good. Maybe they can be more consistent next season. Or maybe we'll go on a crazy run right now and we'll make the wild card spot. I don't know. Still haven't seen a Super Bowl win. Last time I won, I was 3 years old. Yeah, you need one, man. So I'll never be able to experience my team winning a Super Bowl. Kind of a downer there, Ruben. I know. That's heart wrenching, man. I'm sorry. Ruben's lost 3 of his teams. I hate all the billionaires, all of them. Like I said on the Sunday night live stream, dude, billionaires, dude, you better hope I don't get diagnosed with a terminal disease, dude. Mariners ain't looking good. Well, you got some pieces. No clue what happened with the Giants this year. Me either. Me either. And I feel like as fans, we can't complain because they made moves. They tried. They did all the things we were crying about. How's Yaz doing, by the way? Is he still killing it? Because he was killing it, and it made me sad. I miss him. You know, we had the walk-off the other day, or last week, whenever that was, and everyone ran on the field and were celebrating. I was just so sad that Yaz wasn't there. That's all I was thinking about. Like, Yaz isn't in the dog pile. Last time my team won a championship was 2017 Penguins. Last time mine won was the Golden State Warriors in 2022. How do you feel about Melvin? I talked about this before. I really like Melvin. I think he's a great dude. I know that they love him. I just don't think he's that great of a manager. I feel like he's a great position coach, bench coach type player, you know what I mean? Or coach. Kind of like Matt Williams, you know? I think Matt Williams brings a lot of value to teams, but not as the head coach or the manager. I don't know. But then again, I'm just some jamoke on a tiny little YouTube channel. I'm not nobody. But I really like Melvin. I really like him, you know? So it's I hate to even say that. But I don't know. And people keep talking about Bochy coming back. I don't see it happening. And I really felt like Melvin would for sure be out at the end of the season. But if we continue to play really good and get hot and make even if we don't make it, but we make this crazy wild card push at the end, maybe that saves his job for at least another year. I don't know. Against the Country Bumpkin Predators. Thomas is finally going to be Giants' first 30 home run hitter. Unless he has a crazy fall off. Dude, I think you just jinxed it, dude. I know it sucks because Devers hit 30, but only 15 are with us. But that's crazy that he got 15 with us. I feel like he just got here and he was terrible at first, you know? So the fact that he already hit 15 is kind of wild. But I don't watch sports, you know? What should I do with this dirt? John Thurman Field dirt. I need to get another jar. I think I do have jars somewhere, but the only jars I have readily available are, Oakland Coliseum jars, so I can't use that. I think I do have unlabeled jars somewhere. I must. If not, dude, would it be cool to? Do you think would it be cool to I have these old bottles, vintage bottles? Dude, this would actually be dope, huh? I'll clean it up and stuff. It's all grody, but that might actually be super cool. I need to get a cork for it though. I don't know if you can just find cork of different sizes. I don't know how that works. And I could put a Nuts logo on here, or the John Thurman Field logo. Ooh, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm so smart, dude. I'm so smart. It's funny. I always go back to this stuff, and I barely ever talk about the Astrodome, and it's one of my favorite things. You know, this is not the. This is a giveaway one. This is not the. You can see it's kind of cheap. It's not the Danbury Mint one, unfortunately. I will get the Danbury Mint one someday. I just can't keep spending all my money on miniature stadiums as much as I'd like to. Yeah, this is doing good with the Royals. He has 7 homers. Damn. And I know he's been playing good defense, I think, still too. That's a bummer, man. Providence Park is the most underrated stadium. I gotta see it, man. I gotta see it someday. Um, you guys, please put the word out that I still need an editor. I just need someone to do short form, dude. Just all you gotta do is do little clips here and there. I just want one clip to post every day. So 7 clips a week. They can be 15 seconds long. I just literally sit here doing this all day. So like I just don't have the time to go through it all. It like the Sunday night live stream, it's easy to make clips from it. So if anyone knows an editor, this was so cool being on the field. My Ricky Henderson shirt, you know. More junk. Mike and his daughter. That's dang it, I can't remember his name, but that's whose jersey they won. It's just wild, man. Like, you know, think like Julio Rodriguez was just playing there like not that long ago, you know? And now I mean, he had I guess a hotter start than he's maintained, but still he's still such a popular player, you know? And it's like he started right there in Modesto. Like pretty cool. Would you rather go back in time and see a Giants game at Polo Grounds, Giants game at Seal Stadium, or Seals game at Seal Stadium? Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, that's one of the hardest would you rather's ever. I think it's got to be Polo Grounds because it's the most different. Ah, but Seal Stadium, dude. And Seal Stadium, like if you're saying Giants or Seals, that's a flip of the coin to me. Like, I, either one would be cool. I mean, obviously, if I could only do this once, then I would say Giants so I could see Willie Mays. But like, oh man. But I think it's got to be Polo Grounds because it's the most different from what I have experienced. You know what I mean? Like, I did get to see the Giants at Candlestick, which is one step removed. You know what I mean? But Polo Grounds, I mean, before West Coast expansion, prime Willie Mays. If I get to choose an era, you know what I mean? Like, if I get to go 54, it's probably it's got to be Polo Grounds. But then I feel like no matter what I choose, if I got to go the whole game, I'd be thinking about, oh, what about Seal Stadium though? Would I be having more fun if I was there? Oh yeah, I'm gonna say Polo Grounds. I'm gonna say Polo Grounds. It's such a unique venue. So much history. I feel like Seal Stadium has so much history for people like us, like me and you, who love, San Francisco history, San Francisco baseball history, San Francisco sports history. But on the grand scheme of things, like, nationally and stuff, like Polo Grounds is more renowned. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do Polo Grounds. Plus, like, I've stood at home plate at Seal Stadium when it used to be marked. I think they moved it, though. I think Decathlon, I think they moved it, which wasn't cool. So I don't think it was marked right. Uh, yeah, shorts like for YouTube or TikTok Reels, like that's it. Paul, are you saying you like you can do it? Crazy me out after all these years. All the teams from my childhood have moved. I know. Ruben, are you crying right now? I'm sorry, buddy. What college football stadium would you want to visit? Um, the only one I've been to, like to see a game, is Stanford. So, um, Texas Longhorn Stadium, I drove by it and it was so big and crazy that that would be a lot of fun. I want to go to the Rose Bowl. Um, even just a regular game would be cool. Um, Probably be the Rose Bowl. That'd probably be my number one. I always wanted to go to Penn State, but then after they did all that terrible stuff to children, I don't even want to set foot there. With the Paterno days and stuff, I always thought it was cool, but not anymore. Um, who else? As any of the older ones, like any of the really old ones, I would love to see. Um, was it the Washington Huskies that have that really cool one on the water? Like that would be just fun to visit, just for how cool it looks. Michigan would be amazing. I think I'd prefer Michigan to see the game at Michigan over Ohio State, but either one would be awesome. If I could go back and see the old Orange Bowl, that would be awesome. Yeah, probably. I would say probably I would end up choosing the Rose Bowl though. But then the Rose Bowl, I feel like it's very accessible for me. Like I can make it happen easy. So maybe I'd choose something harder. See, I just overthink it. Notre Dame would be awesome. Um, I don't know. Choose one of the older ones or the classic ones. Most of them have been renovated at least, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just say Michigan. Michigan would be amazing. If you had a time machine, only worked twice, which two would you pick? Which two? Oh, Polo Grounds, 1954, and then a Seals game at Seals Stadium, because then I get to see the Seals and the Giants. No McCovey though, but that's fine. He will have to be the sacrifice. So if I could see like some DiMaggio brothers, Lefty O'Doul, and see Willie Mays at the Polo Grounds, yeah, it would be those two. Giants game at Seals Stadium or Niners game at Kezar? It would be Seal Stadium because Kezar is still kind of there. Obviously it's not the same, but um, yeah. But Seal Stadium you don't get any of it. So I just like more old school Giants players than I like Niners players. Like obviously I think they're cool, but something about the old school baseball players I just hold in a higher regard for whatever reason. Nah, I cried yesterday. I'm sorry, man. Ducks have set foot at Penn State in late September. Ugh. Yes to edit videos? All right, Paul. Let's talk about it. Um, Dude, I like the would you rather's. They scare me. You know, because I'm just like I get anxiety. Like, oh, better choose correctly. Let's do more would you rather's on the Sunday night live stream. I like that. But yeah, Seal Stadium for a Giants game because it's all gone. And Kezar, I can still kind of go there and pretend. Like it's just soccer, but I've seen a game at Kezar technically. You got to get your bang. You got to get the most bang for your buck. Ebbets Field. I mean, yeah, Ebbets Field would be awesome. Any of the other ones that I would go to, like, trying to think what my top would be. Forbes Field is up there. Sportsman Park. Shibe Park. That's probably like top 3 other than the Polo Grounds. Well, yeah, and Ebbets. Ebbets would be in there. That'd be like the top 5, right? Is that 5? Polo Grounds is number 1 for sure. Forbes Field, Ebbets, Shibe, Sportsman Park. Is that what I said? Yeah. Probably those. Would you rather be a Jamoke or smell what the rock is cooking? I'll never be a Jamoke, so I'll smell what the rock's cooking. Rather see a game started by Christy Mathewson, Carl Hubble, Juan Marichal, or Gaylord Perry. It's got to be Juan Marichal. It's got to be Juan Marichal. He'd be my favorite out of that list, so yeah. Christy Mathewson would be dope, like depending on where it is, for sure. So Christy Mathewson might win if it's at a better venue than whatever the choice for Juan Marichal is. You know what I mean? Because, like, all right, if it's Juan Marichal at Candlestick, I've seen a game at Candlestick. So I'm like, so do I go back in time and see, Polo Grounds or something else? Maybe. But my favorite out of those players is definitely Marichal. So try getting a job at Providence Park. Dealing with it would have been a nightmare. Why? Old Yankee Stadium would be cool. I just don't like the Yankees, and I feel like the Yankees history is the most boring and overrated history out there. I find a lot of Yankees history just so boring and forced. Like, I do like Mickey Mantle. I do like some of the legends. DiMaggio, Garrick, like, and all the crazy stories about Mickey Mantle hit a 600-foot home run. All the stuff that's obviously not true. But I feel like they got their heads so far up their own tushes. And so, yeah, seeing old Yankee Stadium would be amazing. But I just don't hold it in the same regard. It's, to me, such a boring franchise. I really think they're a boring franchise. I know that might be crazy because it's like, oh, they're everything. But to me, the top of the top is always boring to me. I like underdogs, Crosley Field would be sick, yeah. You have one baseball in Giants history that you can never sell. Oh, what baseball? So I want to say shot heard around the world, but Bobby Thompson, it's not like I'm like a huge Bobby Thompson fan. Ooh, I could switch it up and say Willie Mays' The Catch ball. And it better be authenticated. Either The Catch by Willie Mays, that ball. Or do I want Barry Bonds single season or all-time ball? Single. What do you guys I guess all-time is cooler, right? I'll go the all-time record-breaking ball. We'll do 756. I'll take 756. That or Willie Mays catch ball. That would be 1, and 2 would be Barry Bonds 756. I think. Yeah. Or give me the bat that they were pummeling the Dodgers player with. Moda Center used the same people. Good seeing you out there, man. Looking forward to the finished product. I wonder what your process was like for the editing. You do great work. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a grandpa who was a Yankees fan because he was born in the Bronx. I mean, I get it. I just feel like the Yankees are boring. I feel like a lot, I don't know. All the teams that are like overly overly hyped, or just they're just like the rich kids, dude, and it's not as special to me. Some people like that. They like the rich kid. You know, like when the rich kid is on Instagram and a Bugatti. Um, he's got a Bugatti and he's got a Lambo and all that, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so sick." Like to me, it's not because it's like, well, you didn't earn it. Like there's no soul behind it, and that's how I feel about the privileged teams. I feel the same way about like the Lakers. You know, it's just like it's so boring to me. The whole story is boring because it's like, well, yeah, you had the most, either the most money, the most just privilege. Because like Lakers, I give them credit. They always have, they have a good program and all that. And yes, they depending on what era they draft well, they do a lot of things well. But it's like you're in Los Angeles and you're talking about young athletes. Of course, they want to play in LA. You're always going to have that built in advantage. And then I don't like the fact that like Lakers jerseys are just trendy. Like I hate when I see, not to be misogynistic, but it's almost always girls. They will go on like a vacation to LA and they will get a Kobe jersey and take a picture in the Kobe jersey in front of the Kobe mural. And it's like, you're not even from LA. Like, you're not. It's just trendy, and I don't like that. And it's like the same thing happening with Shohei right now. And it's just like a privilege that I think it wouldn't bother me as much if the fans just acknowledged it, and they don't. And that's what pisses me off. Because, like, sometimes I'll see like some Yankees fan club type posts and stuff, and they have such arrogance and such entitlement to success and like this prestige. And like anytime there's a player that doesn't sign with the Yankees, they're like, oh, you could have been, you could have put on this prestigious uniform and been a legend forever. And it's like, shut up, shut up. So like if the fans weren't like that, I wouldn't hate as much. But Yankees fans being so entitled and arrogant, and some of them aren't even toxic about it. They don't even realize it because they're just born into just like thinking they're just better than everyone else. But like if it wasn't for that, maybe I wouldn't hate the Yankees so much. But because of that, I do, and I hate the Lakers for the same reason. And obviously I hate the Dodgers because I'm a Giants fan. I'll always hate them, whatever. But now they've stepped into that category as well, where they're just super privileged, and the fan base will not acknowledge that privilege, and that just pisses me off. It's like, you're in LA, dude. Of course, all the players want to play there. I get it. I love LA. LA's awesome. You're young and rich. There's not many other places you want to be. Like, so you're always gonna have that advantage, and it's just trendy. It's the same thing. People will vacation in LA and then get a Shohei jersey or a Dodgers hat and go to the game just for their Instagram pictures. And it's just like, dude, shut up. Anyways, hey, look, hey, talk to my lawyers. 762. I mean, either one. You have a baseball bat from one player. Baseball bat from one player. I want to say Willie Mays. Go with my Willie Mays auto. You know, probably has to be Willie Mays or Barry, but I just feel like Barry's too recent. So if I had this option like a genie, I might as well get something more difficult, or I just get like a Babe Ruth bat and sell it. But if I had to keep it, yeah, it had to be Willie Mays. Pains me to say this, but I rooted for the Dodgers to beat the Yanks last year. Oh, I mean, look, I hate the Dodgers and Yankees for the same reason because they're privileged teams, but I also hate the Dodgers because they're the Dodgers. So I hate them for two reasons. I hate the Yankees for one reason. So for that reason, I had to go for the Yankees. Yeah, Sportsman Park in St. Louis would be awesome. Warriors game at Cow Palace? Dude, Warriors game at Cow Palace with Wilt? I think I'm choosing that. I think I'm seeing Wilt at the Cow Palace. Dude, if I could see like Wilt versus Bill Russell at the Cow Palace, That's it. Like obviously Niners at Kezar would be incredible to see, but it gets bumped down for the fact that like Kezar is there in some form. I've been there, and there's not as many old 49ers players in that era that I'm like, oh, I wish I could see them. Like obviously Joe Perry and stuff, Y.A. Tittle, like it would be super cool to see them, but I don't hold them in the same regard as like Wilt Chamberlain or Willie Mays. So the dude Dodgers, he lives in Dubai. Ugh. I'd take a tricked out Mazda Miata over a Lambo or Bugatti any day. Red Sox are nowadays like the Yankees. Yeah, the Red Sox are they're in that same category, and it sucks because the Giants are getting there too. You know, we have a crazy payroll. I don't like it. I don't want to be that team. I mean, in the Mets payroll is stupid, and that sucks too because I've always liked the Mets. I've made no secret about it. I love their history. I love the fact that they're like our offspring. You know, they're like our child. Daryl Strawberry was one of my all-time favorite players. I love Doc Gooden. Um, I've always liked the Mets. I loved Shea Stadium. I loved the Apple. I love Citi Field. Citi Field was like the first ballpark I went to see a Giants away game. Um, outside of California, and I fell in love with it. And so, yeah, I love a lot of things about the Mets. I just hate that they're just Yankees 2.0. You could reborn but raised in any area of the U.S. outside of the Bay. Oh man, I don't want to be raised anywhere else. All right, well Sacramento's not the Bay, right? So I'll just go to Sacramento because it's like the closest thing. All right. If I had to be, Chicago would be kind of cool. I don't know if I'd be a Cubs fan or a White Sox fan. I guess depends on where I was from. I like both those teams. I like the White Sox and the Cubs. But I'd have to be a Bears fan. I mean, I could definitely stand to be a Bulls fan and a Blackhawks fan and a Cubs or a White Sox fan. Bears, it would just be so hard to be a Bears fan because like just having no good quarterback for 40 years. No good quarterback for 40 years would be rough, dude. I mean, they've had, decent, but it's like when the top of the top is McMahon and Cutler in 40 years. You know? Chicago would be a cool choice, though. Being from Chicago would be cool. Being from New Orleans would be cool, too, but I would miss baseball. Yeah, New Orleans would be dope, actually. Atlanta would be cool. I could stand to be an Atlanta fan. Braves, Falcons, Hawks. Well, I love Dominique Wilkins, so I guess I could do it. But then after Dominique, I can't even think of a player that played on the Hawks. It's Dwight Howard. Like between Dominique Wilkins and Trey Young, like who was good on the Hawks? Am I blanking? Am I missing someone obvious? Because I can't think of anyone that stands out. Yeah, please name a Hawks player between Dominique Wilkins. Oh, Dikembe Mutombo. Well, that was still too close to Dominique. I like Mutombo a lot. Dang, though. Between Mutombo and Trey Young, who played for the Hawks? You gotta have a game. Hey, Bay Area throwbacks. I want you to answer these questions too as you ask them. Would you rather have a game use Mays Mets jersey or Bonds Pirates jersey? Well, it's like Mays I hold in a higher regard because it's older, but I would much prefer a Barry Bonds Pirates jersey because I watched him on the Pirates and I loved him on the Pirates, and so when he came to the Giants, it was like a dream come true. And I've told this story before, but my family knew Barry Bonds when he was a kid. And so because of that, I was already like Barry Bonds was already my favorite player when he was on the Pirates when I was a kid. It was like, Will Clark, Kevin Mitchell, and then Barry Bonds. Those were like, my favorite players. So I'd probably take the Barry Bonds Pirates jersey, especially because like he was good, and Willie on the Mets was shell of his former self. He was actually better than people give him credit for. But yeah, yeah, Matumbo, Steve Smith. There's a good pull. I did like Steve Smith, but he was on the team with Matumbo though, wasn't he? Caleb Williams a bust? I think so, but I could be wrong. I was wrong about Wemby. I really thought Wemby would be a bust, and he's really, really good. But I think Caleb Williams is not good. What do you guys think? Okay, Matumbo, Steve Smith, dude, that's what, late 90s, early 2000s? I can't think of another like standout Hawks player until Trae Young. I know there's probably another one I'm missing, but that would be rough to be a fan of the Hawks. Like, oh, they've had nothing going for them. That's one team that people don't bring up when it comes to like poverty franchises. You rather have a game use Rod Beck jersey or Rob Nen? Rod Beck for sure. Dude, you know how like dude, Rod Beck was my childhood, you know? Like I think Rob Nen was probably yours. Kevin Willis, dude. That Kevin Willis is not a standout. He might have made an all-star game. He might have made an all-star game. I'm not sure on that though. But he was still on the team with Steve Smith and Matumbo, wasn't he? Didn't he? Was him and Matumbo, were they a platoon, or did one of them play power forward? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got the years wrong. I don't know a lot about the Atlanta Hawks. But no, yeah, Rod Beck was my original closer. Like going to games at Candlestick and Rod Beck would come out. It was like, yeah, it was cool. So Rod Beck for sure. R.I.P. Dude, a game used Rod Beck jersey would go so hard. Would you rather see the Giants or 49ers one more time at Candlestick? Giants, for sure. Um, just because I got to see the 49ers for, 13 more years after the Giants. And the last time I saw the Giants play there, I was still a kid, you know? So getting to see the Giants at Candlestick again as an adult, hell yeah. I think so. He was hold on, I gotta see. Was Kevin Willis an all star? Or are you saying him and Matumbo played together? I don't know. Because Kevin Willis was a center, right? Or was he a power forward? Oh, it says position power forward or center. So yeah, maybe they. Let's see. He went to the All Star game in '92. Oh, he was with the Hawks when he went to the All Star. Okay, because I'm thinking he went back to the Hawks or something, right? Okay, I'm thinking. See, I'm thinking of really old Kevin Willis. He went back to the Hawks at the end of his career. Maybe I'm thinking of that. Dang, he was on the Warriors in '96. He was on three teams in '96, so that was quick. Acquired Willis, blah blah blah. So we got him at the end of '96 at the trade deadline. Let's see. All right, so he made one All Star team in '92. Dang, he was. I forgot he was on the Spurs. He got a ring with the Spurs. All right, Kevin Willis. We'll give it to Kevin Willis. He made an All Star game. Nen was my childhood. Yeah, yeah. Like Nen to you is like Beck to me. Joe Johnson and Josh Smith. All right, those are good pulls. You're right. Those are good pulls. Joe Johnson's underrated. Those are good pulls. But they still had some dark years, you know? Rather a game use a Donald Foyle or Tim Rattay? I would say a Donald Foyle because he still works with the team and he does a lot of good things with the community. I don't know where Tim Rattay is. A Donald Foyle for sure. And you know what? This is funny because like oh my god, draft night. I was so upset when we drafted a Donald Foyle. I was so upset. I was upset every draft night that era. I was upset at Mikael Petrus. I was upset at Dunleavy. Every pick I was upset about. And a Donald Foyle, I was just like, you got to be kidding me. And I don't even know how I was right on those. I mean, Dunleavy, Petrus, like they had some decent run, you know, like, but they were not high draft pick worthy. But I don't know why I knew that they were all gonna suck, but I did. Maybe I was just lucky. But anyways, so I hated a Donald Foyle for years because we could have drafted Kobe, right? Or was it Vince Carter? I know because we traded that. I forgot. T-Mac. It was someone we could have drafted instead of a Donald Foyle. But anyways, after he does so much great community work, he works with the team still. Like his contributions have far exceeded just the on-court stuff. So because of that, he's won me over. So I like a Donald Foyle now. And so I would take his jersey for sure. Rattay or Druckenmiller? Druckenmiller for sure. I like them better than Rattay. You know why? I didn't like either of them, but Druckenmiller, because of his funny name, there's this weird hype around him on the playground. And I think because we were kids, we didn't know any better. So, I mean, I was older by then, but you got to remember, we grew up, you know, we went from Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. And then every quarterback we put in would play really good. And then they'd go to get a big contract somewhere. Steve Bono, Elvis Gerbach, and then Jeff Garcia, you know, he was good. We liked him. He wasn't Steve Young, you know, but he was pretty good. And we liked him. But you know, when you don't have the like context, I guess. You just think like every quarterback's gonna be good. And then Druckenmiller was like, oh, we drafted him. It's like, oh, he's the truth. All the kids would be saying, you know, and no, he wasn't. Druckenmiller. All right, that was fun. I need to probably go to sleep or watch an episode of Andor, then go to sleep and go back to work tomorrow. Yay! But I hope you guys earlier, someone may have enjoyed seeing the process of putting these episodes together. I still got a lot of work to do, as you can see. A lot of dang work. That's a lot of clips here. Look at this. This is all these clips. This is just drone shots. You know, just drone shots here. But yeah. I hope everyone has a good night. I'll see you on the regular Sunday stream. You know, see John Brody or Y.A. Tittle. Probably Y.A. Tittle, just because he had like a law office in Palo Alto that I would drive by and just thought it was cool. And he has, you know, that great classic legendary photo. That Jeff Garcia he had heart. Yeah, exactly. Niners haven't had a true franchise QB since Young. Kind of wild. I know. Enjoyed it. I'm expecting to cry for this upcoming episode. Thank you for coming to Modesto. Happy to have met you. Thank you, Ruben. Same. I feel the same. What do you do for work? I thought you were a full-time filmmaker. Nah, I wish, man. I work with autonomous vehicles. Don't forget to buy your Powerball ticket tomorrow. You're right, dude. I have to. Dang it. Alright. No, I wish I was full-time. I am not. I come here and I do this all night long and then go to work during the day. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'll try to buy a Powerball ticket if I hit, I'll buy you all stuff, okay? Whoever was in this chat, I will buy you something. That's it. Yeah. Have a good night. Go Valkyries and Ballers. I will probably be at before the Sunday night live stream. I will probably be at San Jose Giants and Modesto Nuts game in San Jose. So if anyone's there, say what's up. Vertlife and all that.